If your official IRS transcripts or the Where's My Refund tool updated over the weekend and finally gave you a projected direct deposit date for this upcoming Wednesday, you are probably feeling a massive wave of relief right now. However, millions of taxpayers completely misunderstand how the federal direct deposit system actually works, and they end up in an absolute state of panic when Wednesday arrives, and their bank account is still sitting at zero. Today, we are going to break down exactly when your money will actually hit your checking account based on who you bank with the frustrating truth about third-party tax preparation fees and why some taxpayers will receive their money today while others have to wait all week. Hit the subscribe button right now so you never miss a critical daily tax update during this highly unpredictable payout season. The absolute first thing you must understand is that the Wednesday direct deposit date officially printed on your IRS transcript next to transaction code 846 is not a guaranteed delivery date for your cash. That specific Wednesday date is simply the ultimate legal settlement deadline required by the United States Treasury and the Federal Reserve. Once the Internal Revenue Service officially approves your tax return, they send a massive digital batch file containing your payment information to the automated clearinghouse network over the weekend. The Federal Reserve processes this massive digital file and essentially notifies your specific banking institution that a federal transfer is incoming and officially scheduled to settle on Wednesday. What actually happens next depends entirely on the internal corporate clearing policies of the specific financial institution you use for your everyday banking. If you currently bank with a modern financial technology application like Chime, CashApp, SoFi Current, or Venmo, you are in an incredibly lucrative position this week. These digital platforms utilize early direct deposit availability as a massive marketing strategy to acquire new customers, so they have a strict corporate policy against holding pending federal transfers. The absolute second these modern banks receive the digital notification from the Federal Reserve that your Wednesday deposit is approved, they will instantly release the funds into your available balance. Because these modern digital banks do not hold your money, millions of taxpayers using these platforms who have an official Wednesday direct deposit date will actually see their money hit their accounts today. It is incredibly common for Chime and CashApp users to receive a massive direct deposit notification on their phones late Monday afternoon or early Monday evening, giving them a massive 2-day head start on the entire week. If you use one of these early deposit platforms and you do not see your money by Tuesday morning, you need to immediately verify that the routing and account numbers on your tax return are absolutely correct. Conversely, if you rely on a traditional brick-and-mortar institution like Chase Bank of America, Wells Fargo Citibank, or a local credit union, your Wednesday direct deposit timeline is going to severely test your patience. Traditional banking institutions generate massive amounts of overnight interest by holding automated clearinghouse transfers in a pending status for as long as legally permitted by the federal government. If your official deposit date is this Wednesday, your traditional bank will absolutely not let you access a single penny of that money until you wake up on Wednesday morning. If you log into your traditional bank account on Monday or Tuesday, you will highly likely see the massive IRS direct deposit sitting right there in a pending state, but it will be completely grayed out. You cannot spend it, you cannot withdraw it, and you cannot transfer it. So do not panic or call your bank customer service line when they refuse to clear the funds. The customer service representative has absolutely no power to manually push an automated clearinghouse transfer through the system early, because they are strictly bound by their corporate overnight holding policies. Another incredibly frustrating and often misunderstood hurdle that severely delays your payout this week involves exactly how you chose to pay for your tax preparation software. If you filed your return using TurboTax, TaxSlayer, or H&R Block, and you selected the incredibly popular option to have your filing fees deducted directly from your refund, you have unknowingly added a massive roadblock to your timeline. The Internal Revenue Service does not send your money directly to your personal checking account in this specific scenario because they are legally required to route it to a middleman first. That middleman is almost always a third-party financial institution like Santa Barbara Tax Products Group or Republic Bank. When the Federal Reserve releases your massive direct deposit, it goes straight into the Santa Barbara Tax Products Group corporate holding account first. Their internal accounting software must successfully receive the funds, legally calculate your specific software preparation fees, deduct that exact amount, and then generate a completely new automated clearinghouse transfer to your personal bank account. This middleman transaction is incredibly tedious and almost always adds an agonizing 24 to 48-hour delay to your waiting time. If you use TurboTax and chose to pay your fees with your refund logging into your personal bank account on Monday is usually a complete waste of time, even if you use Chime or CashApp. You actually need to navigate to the official Santa Barbara Tax Products Group website and use their specific internal taxpayer tracking portal to see the status of your money. If the SBTPG portal says unfunded, it means they have not received the money from the IRS yet, And if it says funded, it means they took their fees and have officially sent the remaining balance to your personal bank account. If your direct deposit successfully hits your checking account this week, but the total amount is significantly smaller than what was estimated on your original tax return, you have officially been hit by the Treasury Offset Program. This means the federal government legally intercepted a portion of your tax refund before it ever reached your bank to pay off a delinquent federal or state debt. Common triggers for a Treasury offset include past due state taxes, unpaid child support obligations, defaulted federal student loans, or uncollected unemployment overpayments from previous years. If your entire refund was completely wiped out by an offset, the Whereas My Refund tool will eventually update to reflect this, but it often lags several days behind the actual seizure. You cannot call the Internal Revenue Service to fight an offset because the IRS phone representatives have absolutely zero control over the Bureau of the Fiscal Service, which directly handles these federal collections. If your money was seized, you will receive a physical letter in the mail within a week detailing exactly how much was taken and exactly which state or federal agency claimed your funds. If Wednesday comes and goes and you have absolutely no money in your checking account, you need to brace yourself for a potential direct deposit rejection. The banking industry is currently operating under hypersensitive fraud prevention protocols due to billions of dollars in attempted tax-related identity theft. If the exact legal name listed on your federal tax return does not perfectly match the primary name listed on your bank account, the bank will automatically flag the massive deposit as fraudulent and instantly reject it. When a massive federal electronic transfer is bounced back to the United States Treasury, it triggers an automated protocol that immediately converts your digital refund into a physical paper check. There is absolutely no way to call the IRS and provide them with a new routing and account number over the phone once a deposit has been officially rejected by your bank. That physical paper check will be printed on a Friday and mailed to the exact address listed on your tax return, which instantly adds a minimum of 3 to 5 weeks to your frustrating waiting time. Because millions of Americans are desperately anticipating their direct deposits, clearing this week, financial scammers are launching massive and highly sophisticated phishing campaigns. You might receive incredibly realistic text messages or emails claiming your Wednesday direct deposit failed and providing a malicious link for you to quickly verify your banking details. The Internal Revenue Service will never under any circumstances initiate contact with you via text message or email regarding a delayed direct deposit. Any digital communication claiming to be the IRS is a guaranteed scam designed to steal your identity and hijack your money. Understanding exactly how your specific bank and your tax preparation software handle federal transfers is the absolute key to lowering your stress this week. If you have an official Wednesday deposit date, sit tight, check your third-party fee portals if necessary, and watch out for traditional bank holding policies. Thank you for watching. I'm Watson Tax Live. Be sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss a highly authentic daily tax update. And I will see you in the next video. If you are relying on early direct deposit platforms like Chime, CashApp, or Venmo, you must be acutely aware of a terrifying hidden risk involving your specific digital account limits. Because the Internal Revenue Service is sending massive lump sum payments, these sudden large federal deposits often trigger automated anti-money laundering algorithms within these modern financial applications. If you historically only receive a $1,000 weekly paycheck, and suddenly a $12,000 tax refund hits your account, the internal security system might instantly flag the transaction for highly suspicious activity. When this happens, your digital bank account will be immediately frozen, completely locking you out of all your money until you can provide physical proof of your identity and a certified copy of your tax return to their fraud department. For taxpayers who are anxiously waiting on Santa Barbara Tax Products Group or Republic Bank to release their funds, the absolute worst mistake you can make this Monday or Tuesday is attempting to call their customer service hotline. Millions of frustrated taxpayers flood these specific phone lines every single morning, causing wait times to easily exceed 3 or 4 agonizing hours just to reach a completely exhausted representative. You must understand that the telephone agents have absolutely no administrative power to manually expedite an automated clearinghouse transfer or bypass the mandatory software fee deduction process. Your absolute best strategy is to stay completely off the phone and strictly monitor their online taxpayer portal, because the digital system will update to funded hours before a phone representative can give you any new information. If your official Wednesday direct deposit date finally arrives and completely passes by without a single penny hitting your bank account, you must understand the strict timeline the government enforces before they will help you. You cannot simply call the Internal Revenue Service on Thursday morning and demand that they immediately track down your missing money. By federal banking laws, the IRS strictly requires you to wait a minimum of 5 full business days from your official deposit date before they will even acknowledge that the funds are actually missing from the network. only after that agonizing 5-day waiting period has completely expired. Can you officially submit Form 3911 to initiate a formal payment trace, which legally forces the Treasury to investigate exactly where your money was delivered?